Hello, these are our learning menus from Monday, October 27th to Friday, October 31st. On Monday, we start with science and we're going to do a quarry rock investigation. We're going to look at a quarry and what the layers look like, what we notice about the pattern, and why they are those colors. We'll go to art and have snack. For math today, we're going to take the topic A quiz on area and perimeter. In literacy, on Monday and Tuesday in our Literacy Win, we're going to do an end of topic assessment, and it's a vacation in ruins. This is a passage from a third grade MCAS from 2 years ago, so the text is accessible to everyone. The kids will read the passage, answer multiple choice questions, and then do a written response to text. So we're giving them 2 days to do that. After lunch and recess, it's our first session of Math Win for times 10, times 100, and times 1,000. The kids do have writing homework this week, but it's just 2 written writings and a free write. And of course, they have happy numbers, 15 minutes a night for 45 minutes total. On Tuesday, the kids start with chorus and we 4th graders collaborate, 4th grade teachers. For writing today, what candy are you hoping to get on Halloween? Do you trade candy with anyone? And how many pieces are you allowed to eat? So that is their writing for today. We'll have snack and go to gym. For math today, we have lesson 4, which is to interpret and represent patterns for multiplying 10, 100, and 1,000 in arrays. And this is because we're preparing to multiply up to 4-digit numbers times 1 digit. So this is our preparation for that. For literacy, yes, it's our second day of the assessment vacation in ruins. After lunch and recess in science, we're going to learn about the 3 main types of rocks: sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic, and then the rock cycle. How are these rocks formed, and how do they change? On Wednesday, we're going to start with writing, and it's our free write. They go to gym. We have Miss Alexa for social emotional learning, and then have a snack. For math today, again, we're going to multiply single digits and get ready for our more complicated multiplication. For literacy, we're going to launch Unit 2, which is about technology. And our first topic is how have inventions changed our world? And what we're going to be focusing on is explaining events, ideas, or concepts in a historical text, including what happened and why, based on specific information in the text. We're going to learn about the history of cameras, telephones, and air conditioning. So that is our first topic. After lunch and recess, we have science, and we're going to talk about the fossil record, types of fossils, whether fossils are marine or terrestrial, or decomposers. And we're going to identify them and complete a chart. On Thursday, we start with music, and for science, we're going to start reviewing for our unit for the test. Love snack for math today. Again, we're going to do multiples of 10 by 2-digit multiples of 10 with an area model. And mostly we're really focusing on the area model so that when we get up to more difficult multiplication, we can use the area model for that. Literacy, our first text is Capturing Moments, and that's the history of cameras. So we're going to read that today and complete our organizer. And after lunch and recess, we have our second session of times 10, times 100, and 1,000. Friday is Halloween, so basically that's a wash. We have the kindergarten parade right at 8:30. We will be in digital learning, but the kids will be able to go out into the hall and see the kindergartners, so don't worry. We start with digital learning, go to music, and then for the rest of the day, we're going to watch a Halloween movie. From 11 to 12:20, we're going to do Halloween activities. Each classroom is going to have a different activity that they do. Miss Moscarella's classroom will have an escape room. My classroom will have directed drawings. And Miss Sari's classroom will have Halloween bingo. So the kids will have a chunk of time in each classroom to be able to experience each of the Halloween activities. And we'll be watching a movie. The movie we'll have to like fit it in because it depends on how long the movie is. So that's basically our day. And if you may send your child in with a special snack for the movie, and if you want it to be secret, you can, put it in a bag and tie the bag or staple the bag or tell them not to open the bag. They do love that because then it's like a surprise to them when they open it for the movie. And I hope you have a great time to trick-or-treating tonight. If you're able to, you can come to my house. I know I'm not in the Hood district, and some families go to a completely different town or a completely different neighborhood. Sometimes they go with cousins or friends or family, whatever. Whatever you do. But if you don't come to my house, I would love you to take a picture of your child in their costume and send it to me, and I'll print it out and I'll put it up on the bulletin board. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend celebrating Halloween, and I can't believe it's going to be November. So have a great weekend.